I am watching the paint dry, and I keep forgetting different pieces of it. So this is just turning out to be a real hot mess for me. Let me, I have to go get something now, so I'll take you with me. Oh, gosh. I could screw up a two-car funeral, I'm telling you. I, uh, so I wanted to spray paint this little tray. And so I bought all the spray paint, I bought everything I needed. And then before you knew it, hey, Miss Paula. So I was just saying, I went and I'm making a tray for my sister-in-law, and I had to spray paint it for a base coat. And lo and behold, I open the garage door. It's very, very windy out. So I open the garage door so that the air, won't, I had to spray it in the garage because it was so crazy windy. And right now I'm looking for wood. Um, that's not going to work. So I, okay, I sprayed and it stinks in there. And my husband took my brother to the doctor, and because he can't drive, obviously, and the garage smells really bad like spray paint. And fortunately, like, I only opened it a little bit so that the wind wouldn't get it on the car or anything. I took extra caution for that. But, whoa, it still stinks in here. So I'm opening the garage door all the way. And I figure, okay, I'll do a live and just paint what I need to get. Oh my God, I had them here this whole time. What the heck? Okay, I'm back. Did I bring the paint? Yes, I brought the paint. So you guys are sitting up on the golf cart right now, and I'm down here. And since I have to let the fumes out of the garage before everybody gets home, I figure I'm going to paint the handles for this tray that I'm making. And I figured I'd chat while I do it. So I went to, um, I was at the Dollar Tree and got some stuff, and they didn't have some of the other stuff that I needed. They don't sell spray paint at the Dollar Tree, and I needed some black spray paint for a base. And so the nice people there told me where there's an Ace or a Walmart. Well, I looked at the Walmart parking lot, and it was crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy. So I decided, no, I'm not going in there. I'll pay a little extra money and go to the Ace across the street. Well, that Ace across the street was really expensive. And then when I got home, I saw that some of the things that I went and bought, they already had in their basement in his work area. I've never been in his work area. But he told me I could go in there and work on his workbench so that I wouldn't get stuff all over the house. And I said, okay. So I went in there and I saw that they had a lot of what I needed. So I'm going to go back to Ace and return quite a bit of stuff because this little Dollar Tree craft is costing me, it was like $50 at Ace because I bought 2 cans of spray paint. Well, the color that I needed, so I had to get that, but then I had to get a clear coat, and they had the clear coat here, so I can return the clear coat. Then I had to get um, handles for this tray that I want to make, but I decided my brother has all these little pieces of wood, so I could actually glue the handles on, make it just wood handles, and call it a day and return the $10 per handle um, back at Ace because that was ridiculous. I did buy some, I use the Gorilla gel glue because it's like an immediate hold, which is really, really nice. So I'm just going to use these blocks as handles for the tray. I'm going to, gotta leave. Have a great day. You too, Miss M. I'm sorry, Miss Paula's kind of watching the comments for me because I'm going to get this done, but I really decided to do this now because I need to let the garage air out, and I don't feel comfortable leaving the garage door open while I'm not out here, since they have a golf cart here, and I just don't think that that's right. So I'm sitting out here. I didn't spray paint much, so hopefully the odor will leave soon. Hey, Anna, are you new here, Anna? I'm sorry, I don't recognize your channel name. Or is that your channel name or just your viewer name? So yeah, I went to another store today, one that I hadn't been to before. Yesterday, I was too tired. I just couldn't do one more stop. I was so tired. So I went back to this one that I wanted to go to yesterday. Hey there. Oh, Jennifer, you're here. I was just saying I spray painted in my brother's garage and it smells like fumes, and I want to keep the door open to get the fumes out of here. And I don't feel comfortable leaving the garage door open while I'm inside. So my husband took my brother to the doctor, and I said, "Oh, I have stuff to do, and I'm making some projects for my sister-in-law." But I went to another antique store, guys. I am going to get in so much trouble. I'm telling you right now. But I know I'm going to sell the stuff. This store, it either had really good prices or the prices were so overpriced, it wasn't worth it. But I got 2 pieces of uranium glass, a platter the lady thought was just vintage glassware, and it was uranium glass. So uh, I got that at like $20, and it sells for like $50 to $60 because it's like a big cake platter. And then I got a uranium, which she knew was a uranium pitcher. And they're both very unique. I've never seen them before, either piece. So that I paid $40 for, I believe. I don't have my notes in front of me, but I think I paid $40 for it. And I know I'm going to get at least 75 to 80 on it because pictures are hard to come by. And I have quite a few customers in the last couple of weeks that have been coming to my booth regularly for uranium glass. So yeah, I'm making a tray from a Dollar Tree tray. I had to spray paint it black for a base. It's plastic, but I'm going to make it look like wood. And so I'll have that video. And then I bought a small crock. It doesn't have a lid on it, but one of those ceramic thick crocks. And I got the crock for my sister-in-law. And I bought IOD transfers. So I'll show you that. I did a video on that on my camera. And who's back? Miss M, you're back. Yay. So I did the transfer on it, and it looks so good. And so hopefully when I go to Ace to return everything, I'm going to get a plant and put it in there. And the IOD, the transfer, says Kansas City Seed Company. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And it's very windy out. It started very cold, so I had a sweater on and my jeans. Oh, the other day, I didn't bring any shorts here because my sister-in-law said it was going to be, 60s, 70s, and raining. And it has been in the 80s, hitting 90. And I needed shorts really bad. So I went to Walmart yesterday, and I bought myself some shorts and a top and leggings. And when I woke up this morning, it was cold. And I'm like, of course, I bought shorts, so now it's going to be cold. Well, it was cold when I left, but it got really warm. The sun came out. So I was like sweating. They probably thought like I was a thief or something because I was like sweating. Yeah, 90s. It's been in the 90s. I guess Texas has even been hotter, but um, it's just really super, super windy. I forget how windy Kansas is. I mean, it's the plains state, so wind blows. You're in the middle of cornfields out here. Hi, Kathleen. Hey, Tracy, Tracy, Tracy. And so, yeah, I did a video which I have to edit and figure out how to get it onto my phone from my camera so I can edit on my phone. And then I can post it. So it's a real quick, maybe a 10-minute craft. And this thing will be another 10-minute craft. So I'd be doing it now, but I'm waiting for the paint. I I said in my title, watching paint dry, and I kind of feel like I am. I'm just waiting for the paint odor to get out of the garage. But I had no choice. I had to do it in the garage because the wind is so bad. It would not have landed on the piece that I needed spray painting. So what's everybody up to? I was just on Miss Paula's live, and she was unboxing her Amazon finds. So Paula, I was telling you about, it's this little Bluetooth speaker, and the way it's padded is you put it under your pillow, and when you rest your head on your pillow, you hear the speaker. So you can fall asleep to listening to a book or whatnot, and your partner doesn't hear it. And it's wonderful. I have one at home. So he bought it off of Instagram for me. And so I'm like, I'll just get it on Amazon. I'm sure it looks like the exact same thing. So I bought it, got it delivered the next day, and it's tinny. It sounds like tin. Um, and it didn't even hold a charge the whole night. So I have to return that. And I haven't slept in 2 nights. I'm like a baby. I can't put myself to sleep. But it is really, yes, the speaker is really, really, really nice. So, but the one I got, it looks just like the one that my husband gave me, but it didn't come with a charging cord, but I've got plenty of cords. But it's tin. I mean, you sound like you're in a tin can, and it's supposed to sound really smooth. So today is a day off, but I was editing and preparing a spring cleaning, decluttering video for tomorrow earlier, but a movie in my future. There's a movie in my future. What movie are you going to watch? I watched The Intern yesterday or the day before. I went downstairs because my head was hurting really bad, and my brother was resting, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go rest. And I was laying down. I watched The Intern, and after it started, I remembered I had seen it before. But that was such a cute movie. The Intern is really cute. If you have the ability to get that, I would watch The Intern. The last movie I saw was Downtown Abbey. Oh, cool. I'm not sure. I watched Devil Wears Prada last night after my colonoscopy yesterday. Ugh, don't say colonoscopy. That is the worst. The prep is the worst. But The Devil Wears Prada, okay, my daughter's, the owner of her company is like Glenn Close in that movie. Very demanding and very everything, and it's just funny. I always said, she's like the Devil Wears Prada. I do too. I love Meryl Streep. But Robert De Niro was in The Intern, and it was so cute and good. with a happy ending, and it was just lighthearted, so it went fast. It's so funny. There's people driving their dogs around on the golf carts. If I knew how to drive a golf cart, I would take my brother's golf cart out, but I think he might kill me. I do too. I think it's hysterical. It gets me really anxious though, I guess because I've known too many people like her, like going close and demanding and it gets me all anxious, but I really did enjoy the movie. My brother is doing pretty good. His blood sugar has come down and now it's in the normal range, but he's doing insulin. He has to do the injections himself. Um, he has his right foot is in, it's like a boot, but they had to make an angle on it because there can be absolutely no pressure. He had a toe amputated, and so he can't have any pressure on it. So the boot is angled so that he can at least put it down, like to get to a bathroom or whatnot, but he can't be walking. And then on his walker, on the arm of the walker is a sling that he can put his hand in because his elbow, he had surgery on his elbow. It needed to be drained. It was a nightmare, basically. It was a huge nightmare. He got an infection that just went all over his body. So they didn't have to amputate any more toes, and he had an infection there, but they were able to get it cleaned up, and that's why it's 6 weeks without any pressure. Um, So, Paula, you're going to have to let me know how your juicer goes. I just can't juice vegetables. I can juice any fruit, but I can't. The thought of having vegetables with my fruit, it just doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Now, I have been making the sugar-free because I can't drink carbonation, and I found the sugar-free cherry limeade, Sonic cherry limeade packets, and so I've been crushing ice in the chopper so that it's like a snow cone ice. And I've been making my cherry limeades that way. So, you know, uh, tomorrow, I think only juice treats. You like the veggies? I like V8. I think we had this conversation. I like the small cans of V8. Um, they're good, but for me to blend like kale and grapes and then drink that, anything green, I can't drink. But, you know, so many people do it. I'm sure it's delicious. I just have this aversion to what I see and what I taste. So if I see it and it looks gross to me, I can't. Like when Dora does hers, that green drink that she does with her protein and all that, I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I like the smoothies too. And I make the smoothies with my protein drink. It's a chocolate protein drink. Oh, there's a bus. I'll say hi, Randy, even though it's not Randy. It's a lady with red hair. Um, but I will take my chocolate protein drink, which is 37 grams of protein and only like 2 sugars. I had it when I had bariatric surgery, and now that's the only way I can get enough protein in me. And I'll put ice and put it in the blender so that it purees it, the ice, and it tastes like a milkshake. So I can do that. Blueberry smoothies, yum, 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 yum. Love that. Yeah, like I said, I can do smoothies if it's fruit, but I haven't tried it, so it's just my own head saying that. So I should give it a try and so I can legitimately say, oh, here's a plumber, not my house. Um, So quiet around here. I would go on a walk and take you guys for a walk, but it's so windy. Like, you wouldn't even hear me, even if I had my speakers on. Um, Same with my chocolate protein drink, and hemp protein and chai are mixed berries. Oh, that doesn't sound bad. That doesn't sound bad. But yeah, the protein drink was like a big deal for me to get that down. Like I was so, I'm like, ugh. For days, it was like I had to hold my nose, only because it was my brain telling me that didn't look normal, but it was totally normal. And now I can drink it right out of the carton when I need the protein because I do not get enough protein. I eat chicken, I eat fish, but I need extra amounts of protein since my surgery, and I just don't get my protein in. So they tell me I have to have at least 2 to 3 of those drinks a day. That's telling me to take my pills. See ya, Tracy. Can you guys hear me now? Because I had an alarm go off, and sometimes that freezes it freezes it. You can hear me? Okay, that's good. So anyways, I am at 459 subscribers, guys. That means I only need 41 subscribers by 2 weeks. And this past month, I got 33. So I'm getting there. It's going to take a while, but hopefully I can get it done. That's why I'm making all these videos. Jennifer, I went to another antique store and oh my God, there was a Turkish lamp at our store. Somebody brought it up to buy it, and I'm like, where did you find this? The girl was only selling it for $10. Ah, I just about had a heart attack. I wanted to tell her, oh, it's broken, you don't want to buy it, but I wouldn't do that. But yeah, it was like $10 because the person didn't know what it was when she priced it for her booth. I'm like, oh man, that was at my own store. Um, so now the big thing is fairy lights, fairy lamps. They're like a dome. It looks like an egg on top, and you put a candle in it, I guess. You can't pick those up, and if you do, people are paying $200, $300, $400 for them, and they're not that special. Like there's nothing great about them. But every antique store I've gone in, I said, "Do you have any fairy lamps?" And they all laugh, and they're like, "Oh, no, they go out of here faster than we can keep them in, and they're usually about $400." I'm like, so yeah, can't get those. And also the nesting chickens. Okay, guys, those were so cheap just last year. Like you could get nesting chickens all year round. And I have some. I have longer burger ones, um, and they're big ones. The small ones are selling for $120. The small ones. I was like, no. So I guess I could sell mine, but then I'm afraid like I won't be part of the in crowd. No, I might put it up for sale and make a killing on it because I got it from Longaberger when I was working there. So I didn't pay anything for it. So I'm not really attached to it besides the memories of my working days. But I think the garage is done being, the fumes are out of the garage. I really want to go on the golf cart. I saw that guy taking his dog on the ride. The dog was on the back seat of the golf cart facing out. I really want to do that. Miss M, you're back again. How funny. Um, so I spray painted this tray that was red. You can kind of see it was red through the side, but now I'm going to paint it to make it look like wood. So I just needed a base coat, so it doesn't matter if that red is showing through because I'm going to paint it, and it'll look like wood. And then I'll use these wood blocks for the handles, so like a tray. Or I might just use them as feet and just have the tray so you can lift it up as is. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know that I didn't want to make another antique haul video today, because I bought too much and I just don't want to face the music. Is that bad or what? I don't want to face my own music of buying all these antiques. But they were good. They were really, really good. And there was one, okay, I'm taking you in with me. There was one silly purchase I made. It was a book, and it was an encyclopedia of everything that happened in 1966. Well, that was the year I was born, so I had to get it so I know what happened when I was born. I wonder if they're going to have my birthday in there, right? You think? Okay, I'm trying to squeeze between a car and a shelf. Let me close this. I have my hands totally full. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I'm in the house and I'm hungry, but I don't know what there is to eat. I made a taco. It's like you make it like a casserole, but it ends up being like a burrito that you cut because it ends up being like a loaf pan kind of thing. And I got it off of a channel that I watch. Let me fix this camera here. So I don't know if she has any left over, but I'm really kind of hungry. I made chicken soup, and then I made chicken and dumplings one night, and then I had to make chicken soup yesterday because I had to boil the chicken to do the chicken enchiladas. And I figure, well, if I'm boiling the chicken, I might as well make it into chicken soup. So I made chicken soup so they can have that when I'm gone. We're leaving tomorrow because I have to work on Saturday. And look at this pantry. Is this not the most incredible pantry ever? The grandkids love to come in here and get lost. It has a window in it. It's so nice. Oh, the house is really nice. Here. Oops. See, the pantry opens and oh, so nice, so nice, so nice. But I am going to head downstairs and finish. Wait, there we go. I'm going to go downstairs and finish my projects before my brother and my husband get home because I'm going to make my husband take me back to Ace Hardware. And because we're in the middle of the country, there is nothing close by. So we've got to drive 25 minutes to Ace to return all this stuff. I realized that was stupid. And then come home, and then I guess we're going to order out tonight before we leave tomorrow morning at like 5 a.m. because I have to get home to pay my rent at the store. The store closes at 6. So I have to leave super early in the morning to drive the 8, 9, 10 hours, depending on weather and how many stops we make. We only did 2 stops on the way here, but anyways, so I am going to say sayonara, and I will be back. I watch for my crafting video. I did it on my phone, and I don't know. I did it on my camera, and I don't know how to put it on my phone. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it, and I will catch you all later. Don't give up, because I'm not. Bye, guys.